Round of applause to Mr. Roberto Rossi.
Selamat pagi dan selamat datang ke Innovation Summit Jakarta 2022. Good morning and welcome to everyone to this Innovation Summit Jakarta 2022. I would like to start by express my big thanks to all of you for your trust and collaboration. While being here in front of you, right, even physically or virtually, I just remember all the challenges all across the last 3 years and the way in which we came out from this momentum together stronger than ever. Thank you for that. You know, I have been already more than 1 decade in Schneider, several countries. I am really happy and pleased to be here with you in Indonesia, one of the most promising operations in the world, not only because of what we have done in the last 3 years, but also because the last almost 50 years. And you are proving this, you are the live proof of this. During the last 50 years, we built plant, operations, team, network, everything, technologies together. And this event is another brick on the wall. We consider that with this event, we want to appreciate you, but also we want to show you where we need to go together. And, you know, I would like to start by share with you again why we exist. We consider that our purpose is to make the most, to help everyone to make the most of your energies and resources, bridging progress and sustainability for all. And we say that this is Schneider, is life is on. And this is fulfilled by our mission. Our mission is quite simple, is to be your digital partner for sustainability and efficiency. And in this case, we have the challenge to keep supporting our country to keep putting more and more people with decent access to electricity and to digitization while we cannot spend more and more resources. Then the challenge is there and is where we need to collaborate. Having said that, about the purpose, about the mission, I would like to enter in Indonesia and to share with you what we see about the sustainability landscape. Somehow, one of my favorite things to be here, on top of the food, the people, and the landscape, is the optimism as well as the ambition to be at the top 10 of the economies worldwide. There is a kind of general sense of pride on what we are doing and a strong focus from everyone to try to harvest the resources of the country in an equitable and sustainable way to grow together. This is quite remarkable and is everywhere on there. And on top of the cultural topic, I want to highlight that in line with our most challenging crisis, which is the climate change, which is defining our momentum, the government of Indonesia took the commitment to do something, right? So Indonesia is a very vulnerable country due to so many islands, big population, long cost. And then the government say, okay, let's commit with the plus 1.5 degrees. Let's commit on green generation, 23%. Let's commit in CO2 reduction, almost 32% reduction by 2030 without external help. But with external help, we can reach 41 and 43, which is putting in the right trajectory because we consider in Schneider we should reduce by 50% the CO2 emissions by 2030. And to do that, for sure, we need to collaborate with them. On top of the commitment, we see the key companies and the key ministries moving forward on the same direction, putting more and more bricks on the wall. Like first, Indonesia released his first ever sustainability development plan, but on top of that, PLN taking commitment on sustainability, digitization, smart grid, EV chargers connectivity. The Ministry of ICT putting more focus on the investment on the backbone for data, as well as acceleration on digitization. The Ministry of Industry pushing savings, energy savings, sustainability, innovation, and in buildings, through this network, what we see is more and more requests to try to reach a decent consumption per year. We need to understand that the buildings are responsible for the 40% of the CO2 emissions worldwide, and this is a strong call for action, mainly for this network of partners, to collectively reach a net zero buildings in the future. Then we know the culture is about sustainability here. We know that the government is taking commitment, as well as the key companies are moving forward. What we wanted to know is what is happening in our ecosystem, in this room. Then we did a survey, and no big surprises. This is new, this is good. And we know now that the 80% is considering already sustainability goals on their strategy, while 41% already is able to translate them into action plan. 86% are ready to be first mover or second mover in technology to be applied. Almost 60% are already working in energy efficiency, but no big surprise, almost 70% are stating that they are facing problems in cultural transformation, in internal alignment, and mainly in data, to have data available to make it happen. Then the challenge is there, right? We have somehow the culture, we have somehow the commitment, the companies, and this community is expressing where we have the challenges. And I would like to talk with you about how we will make it happen. And we consider that we are blessed because the technology already exists. We know how to produce energy without CO2 emissions. We know how to electrify processes. We know how to digitize for efficiency. We in Schneider consider that electrification and digitization is the way toward a net zero future. Why? Because electricity is the most efficient source of energy, and on top of that, can be produced in a green way, while digitization, through all the tools, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, etc., make visible the invisible. Then the electricity make the energy green, while digitization make the energy smart. And this is the way, right? And you know, we are recognized for so many associations as one of the most sustainable companies in the world for what we do in our operation, for what we are doing for our partners and customers. But this recognition is pretty much about you. We cannot do it alone. We are here with you, and you are the one who implement almost all the solutions that we can bring. For sure, we have a state-of-the-art solution, like the one you will see in the new lovely SMR set, which is our first ever in the market, by the way. Secondary distribution medium voltage equipment with pure air, or our EcoStructure platform architecture which allow us the most of measurement, sensing, mobility, cloud computing, etc., bringing information in real time to take decisions. We have all of this, but we need you to make it happen. Then, I guess it's pretty simple for you and pretty straightforward for you. We partner in everything we do. We have the largest, by far, partner network across all similar companies, And it's not only the partnership in terms of system integrator, distributor, panel builders, OEM, but also we are doing partnership for the future. We are doing innovation at the edge. We are investing in new companies. We are supporting new companies to grow, moving forward in the domain of sustainability. And already some remarkable results. This is showing the way, right? It's not only the ambition that we have today, we have already several success cases where we walk the talk, where we became green heroes for life, for ourselves, for our customer, and for our partners. And this is exactly why I am here today, because we need all of you joining us in Green Heroes for Life, which is a sustainability initiative coming from Schneider for ourselves and for our ecosystem of partners and customers, through which we are expecting to show the rest how we are doing a better future, how we are preparing a better operation, a sustainable operation, working for sure in energy efficiency, automation, digitization, and renewables. Then, I do hope, to close, you will enjoy this second day of the event. I would like to interact with you in the Innovation Hub and in other meetings. I do expect you go there, see the innovation, and to figure it out how to become Green Heroes for Life. For sure, you will have the launch of SMR set, which I do hope you will love, and we will have the award celebration for partners and customers along the day. So thank you again for being here with us. Thank you again for the last 3 complicated years and for the last 50 years together. And thank you in advance for joining us in Green Heroes for Life to build a future net zero. Thank you.
Round of applause to Mr. Manish Pant.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here on our second day of the Innovation Summit, which is focused and dedicated to you, our valuable partners. At Schneider Electric, a company that I've worked for all my life, we truly differentiate ourselves because we are a company that has been so successful working with partnerships. And partnerships have been a unique differentiation factor for Schneider Electric over the years. And here we are at the turn of how business is going to evolve and how we will fight climate change together. And we see that our partnerships are going to get even more deeper going forward. And today we want to talk about how we are able to continue in this new electric and digital world, reinforcing our partnership, which is going to bring opportunities, more opportunities for us in the future. I want to also thank all of you for the years of strong trust that we have built together. We have here in Indonesia our partners who've been here like Mitra for over past 25 years. And I'm sure there are many more of you here that we continue to work together and we will build the next 25 years. I want to just add to the mission of Schneider Electric on the purpose that was shared before by Roberto, which is to see how we can be the digital partner of sustainability and efficiency for all our customers, and how, as together, we can be bringing these solutions to our ultimate end customer. And here in Indonesia, a country that we are solidly committed under the leadership of Roberto and his management team, we are here to see how we can continue to grow and add value together with you, our valuable partners. Now, we partner in everything that we do. And as I mentioned before, the trust that we have between us is the real foundation of partnership. Uh, and today, if you look at it, we have over 600,000 partners in the world, close to 45,000 plus developers on our digital platforms, as well as we work with over 3,000 electrical companies so that we can continue to exchange and resolve the problems of our customers. Now, the time that we are in today is very crucial because we are at a cusp where we have to ensure that we are able to maintain the 1.5 degree temperature rise by the end of the century, which is anyway going in the wrong direction, and we need to buckle the curve. The way we have to do it is to see how we can reduce the amount of carbon that we are emitting. And guess what? The problem of climate change is a problem of energy. Why? Because 80% of that carbon is linked to energy. It is linked to the fossil fuels that we are using across in different, I would say, applications that we have in terms of generating energy, in terms of using energy. And 60% of this energy is actually lost in transition as from end-to-end perspective. So what we need to do is we need to be saving much more than what we have committed. In the last COP, we have committed that we will save close to 10 gigatons, close to 3 gigatons of carbon, but what we need to do is close to 10 to 15 gigatons. Let's remember, and this has to be done by 2030. We have to reduce 50% of our carbon dioxide emissions by 2030, so that by 2050, we are able to be on the path of net zero. We are net zero by 2050. And if we miss this timeline of 2030, we are not able to reach what we have committed in where we need to go in the longer term of 2050. So this, I would say the goal ahead of us in order to get that is we need to be doing, as you see here, 3 times more savings than we have committed, as well as we need to be doing 3 times faster because we are already in 2022 and we have just 8 years left in these 30 years that we had targeted to do it. Okay? Now, how do we do it, and which is where we have a time to come back to this 1.5 degree path, and the equation is very simple. It's an equation which is of electricity, how we are able to electrify, because electrification is the best vector of decarbonization. And we will talk about that a little bit later. And the second part of the equation is by being digital, because digital helps us to drive efficiency, because it makes all those things which are not visible, visible. And together, we are able to achieve and ensure that we continue on the path of 1.5 degree. Now, electric, when we say that we have to be more electric, because electricity is the best vector of decarbonization. Why? Because electricity can be generated through renewables. And here in Indonesia, where you are a country blessed with a lot of natural resources, you have solar, you have geothermal, you have hydro, all of them can generate energy, can generate electricity without any carbon. What it also means is that the amount of electricity consumption as a part of the energy mix is going to increase. And today we are at about 18%, and it is going to become close to 50% by 2050. Also, the amount of renewables that is present in the overall energy mix is going to increase from close to 26% today to 52% or more than 50%, I would say, in 2050, which is what the studies of BNEF and the Schneider Sustainability Institute have been targeting. So clearly, this together with digital, which is based on the IoT deployment, we will see in this world that in this decade, we will have 6 to 8 times more IoT products, sensors incorporated in different applications, whether it is the grid of the future, whether it is about buildings, whether it's about industry, and together, because through digitization we are able to monitor and therefore control, and we are able to make energy visible. Today you can control it at the palm of your hand, and this is where we are able to drive sustainability, because we are able to monitor it and we are able to control it. And that's what is the equation for today, as well as it is the equation for future. And this, our dear partners, is going to open up a huge opportunity for us, huge business opportunity for us, that we have to together go and capture. And I'm going to now talk about how we are able to do that. So, using electric and digital, we say to get, there are three ways in which we have to be going. So we talked about electrification, which is the more we are able to move in terms of consumption of electricity, which is what we are doing with electric vehicles. We have to convert into heating and cooking in our homes, as well as in buildings and elsewhere in several applications, is the first vector, which is going to bring a lot of carbon reduction. The second one is we have to replace this electricity with renewables, which is going to save almost 50% of what we need to be doing. And then, finally, it is about replacing, which is, it's about reducing, which is how we are able to leverage digital to reduce the amount of energy that we are consuming, and maximizing the efficiency and minimizing the losses. This change is not only going to happen on the supply side, but it is also about the change that has to happen on the consumption side. So, and this is where this energy transition, which is a transition in both in terms of supply and demand, that we have to be making together, and that's what is opening opportunities for us. Because to do that, we need to change a lot of things. At the same time, we are working on longer-term deployment for the future, which we know is CCUS, carbon capture, and hydrogen. But what we can do today is the first three that we talked about, which is electrify, reduce, and replace. Okay. Now, as I said before, that this is going to this new world, which is more electric and more digital, is going to bring our opportunities for more partnerships, as well as more business that we are able to bring to our customers together. And the other thing is that in this new world, the only way we can succeed is through partnerships, because this challenge of sustainability, the challenge of ESG is not something that we are able to do alone. It can only happen when we are partnering together, and therefore it's the basic of our foundation. Now, we also believe that sustainability efficiency is only possible if we have higher level of integration, and there are 5 levels of integrations that we see at Schneider Electric, as you can see here. And each of them is bringing opportunity for our partners to participate either in each one of them or all of them together. And for us at Schneider Electric, we are working to see how we can bring technologies that are able to ensure that these integrations go faster. The first one is about energy and automation. At Schneider Electric, we have solutions for energy as well as solutions for automation, and we have to see how we are able to integrate and link them through digital layers. The second one is about endpoint to cloud, which is how we are able to bring everything that is being done on a shop floor to the cloud, so that we give the customer the ability to manage on the site or on the cloud, to manage it remotely. The third one is about life cycle integration, because the more we think of sustainability, the more we talk about sustainability, it is about end-to-end. It is about how we are able to work across starting from the design stage to the build stage, to the operate and maintain stage, and then again link it back to the design in a full circular mode, is what we need to be doing. Then it is about the ability to bring a unified operating center and give visibility to our customers for multi-site operations, because today, in terms of efficiency, we want to, most of our companies, most of our customers have multi-site operations, and you are able to manage them by having a unified operating center. And finally, the fifth one is about demand and supply integration, which is to see how we are optimizing the energy use and balancing the demand and supply so that we have the greenest energy at the most cheapest cost at all times, ensuring that there is reliability of electricity as well, which is almost a given. Okay? So these integrations are opening opportunities for all of us in terms of participation in either one or across all of these integrations. Now, how at Schneider Electric we are able to bring this? So I'm sure you are familiar with our EcoStruxure platform, which we have been working on over the last several years, and we continue to make it stronger, and we are reinforcing it so that it controls and it helps to connect everything from shop floor, your energy, the processes, as well as is able to bring all the data together, both on the premise as well as on the cloud. And we are building a suite of companies from the design stage to the build stage to the operate and maintain stage, which sometimes are autonomous in terms of branding, so that because it's important in this digital world to be interoperable and open. And I will talk about that a little bit more in the future. Now, for EcoStruxure to succeed, what is very important is that we need to be working together. The world today is very networked. In the past, when we were in the analog world, it was very linear. That means we start with specification, then we move into prescription, then we move into distribution, then we move to contractors, then we move to system integrators, and finally it went to the end customers, right? So it was a very linear world. Now, the digital world is very interconnected because we are looking at the full life cycle, and we want to know at the design stage how the product is going to operate. And therefore, the ability to network, thanks to digital and thanks to the digital platforms that Schneider is able to bring to you, we are able to become much, much more stronger and able to address the needs of our customers for the future. What is also very important is that the world of future has to be very open, right? As we said that sustainability is about partnerships, we know that no company alone is able to do everything. The success factor is collaboration. And thanks to digital, we are able to collaborate together, and we at Schneider Electric are bringing all these suites of software that is able to make sense of data, whether it is coming from Schneider Electric or from other companies. So what we are doing is, as part of this openness, we are making sure that APIs from EcoStruxure are available to our customers and to you, our ecosystem partners, so that you can build another application layers tailored to the customer on top of EcoStruxure. You can build your own advisors and applications to define different models for your end customer. The second part is we want EcoStruxure to be a very collaborative ecosystem where we are working together and we are opening up integration of EcoStruxure to third-party solutions as well. And then, because we are having EcoStruxure, which is a digital platform, we are able to also commercialize this platform that can move towards our service business models and the ability to have data as a service that would open up new opportunities for you working together with us. What it means is that we will have an ability to bring digital tools that would help move from CapEx to the OpEx stage, right? So we said it's about the full life cycle, so it's not about what we sell and to our common customers only at the time of capital investment, but how we are able to ensure that we are able to monetize thanks to digital across the full life cycle of the customer. And we are able to transform, continue to transform and optimize processes, making sure that we have a very sustainable and a lifelong business together with our end customers. And you, our partners, are able to ensure that you are engaged with the customer over the full life cycle. Now, how we do that, I have an example that I'm going to bring in from here in Indonesia that we have been able to do with our partner Velo Pumps, that collectively we delivered a partner to a lot of value to an Indonesian customer. Let's watch the video.
Velo adalah salah satu perusahaan penyedia pompa dan sistem pompa berkelas dunia untuk pengelolaan gedung, pengelolaan air, dan sektor industri. Yang kami tawarkan adalah sebuah sistem pompa dengan solusi cerdas, efisien, dan berkelanjutan. Di lapangan, kami mengandalkan produk-produk inovatif yang terintegrasi dengan baik ke dalam infrastruktur dan bagusnya juga bisa dikontrol secara digital. Di Indonesia, kami bermitra dengan beberapa perusahaan pertambangan. Karena lokasi yang sulit dijangkau, mereka membutuhkan sistem pompa yang bisa mengontrol level air dan bisa dipantau dari jarak jauh. Hal ini tentu saja akan mengurangi biaya operasional dan meningkatkan keandalan serta keamanan. Dengan kebutuhan ini, kami berkolaborasi dengan Schneider Electric untuk menambahkan EcoStructure mesin platform di sistem pompa kami. Kombinasi EcoStructure mesin advisor dan Aviva Edge yang beroperasi di Aviva Connect sangat membantu kami memonitor lokasi, penggunaan dan kondisi mesin dari jarak jauh dengan kontrol berbasis cloud. Lebih baiknya lagi, kami bisa mengendalikan sistem pompa secara real-time serta meningkatkan konsistensi dan kinerja mesin. Hasilnya luar biasa. Kami bisa mengurangi pemakaian energi hingga 20%, mengurangi waktu downtime hingga 25%, dan meningkatkan produktivitas sebanyak 40%. Kami bangga bahwa Velo dan Schneider Electric memiliki komitmen bersama tentang keberlanjutan dan lingkungan, sehingga kami bisa bermitra sebagai Green Heroes for Life. Dengan dukungan EcoStructure, kami yakin Velo Indonesia bisa konsisten memberikan keandalan, fleksibilitas, dan keberlanjutan maksimal bagi pelanggan kami.
That was a great example of what we have been able to do together with Velo, which is one of our partners. And I'm sure that we can collectively create a lot of stories here in Indonesia that we'll be proud to present in the coming years. Now, we also want to introduce you to the initiative that was mentioned by Roberto, which is Green Heroes for Life. And here with Velo, who are also mentioning the Green Heroes for Life, once again, if we want to make this world more sustainable and green, each one of us have a part, okay? And this is, we all have to be green heroes. And that's the initiative we are bringing, both in our individual capacity as well as in the capacity of the businesses that we run, and for the value that we bring to our customers. We are all green heroes. So I really encourage you to share the sustainability stories, and we are going to bring in a systematic program that we can work together with you, and we can collectively recognize the great stories that we are building to make this world a better place for the future. To conclude, I just want to say that, we have electric and digital we need both electric and digital to secure to secure a sustainable world, and in order to do that, we need to act now. Okay? At the same time, as we have been discussing, we need to be also acting together, because through partnerships, which is our greatest asset, we are able to ensure that we bring a lot of solutions to our customers, more business opportunities, because we can't be doing it alone. And I want you to trust Schneider Electric that we are investing in technologies that you can build your application layers on top digitally, or deploy and see how we are able to bring the value to our ultimate customers. Here, today, I encourage you to go to the exhibition, and we'll be having a lot of exchanges to see how we can work together and build this future which is green and is on the path of 1.5 degrees. Thank you very much for your trust, and I look forward to many more years of a partnership and great business together. Thank you.